We are live, bro.
Yes,
Hey,
sir.
I'm excited, man. I'm excited. And if anybody hopping on, hey, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe for more streams. We're gonna be on YouTube and we're on Twitch. Today we're talking about two different things. We're talking about NFL Week 2 and a recap of all the interesting content of NFL Week 2, and we're talking about fantasy football. Mauricio, man, I have so many things to talk about. I think yesterday was one of the more interesting days I've seen. When it comes to fan bases, a lot of people come up with very emotional responses. I'm gonna give
Yeah.
you an emotional. I'm gonna give you an emotional response. I'm gonna give you one right now. I'm gonna tell you. Tell me how you feel about this fan base's emotional response. Dang, we traded for the wrong quarterback. Why did we trade up to get this quarterback and he looking like this? We should have picked Anthony Richardson or CJ Stroud. Or, dang it, our season's over. Our running back broke his leg in half. The quarterback we got is a bad person and he a bad quarterback. That was the gist of yesterday. Um, I'm gonna let you talk about how do you feel about Bryce Young. We'll start with Bryce Young. How do you feel about Bryce Young? I'm gonna talk about Bryce Young after you, but yeah, I don't know if you saw the game yesterday, but what are your thoughts on Bryce Young?
I saw a little bit, just some highlights. I mean, it's the typical getting thrown into the fire rookie quarterback. Um, it's it's not looking it's not looking the absolute worst, but it's also not looking promising. I mean, there's obviously some upside there, potential. But it just tends to happen when you get a quarterback rookie just get thrown into the fire and get tested from week one. So um, I mean, obviously for him and for the team, you hope it works out. But it's gonna be rough couple weeks, rough
Mm-hmm.
season.
Mm-hmm.
But like I said, there's still upside. Um, I think he ran pretty well, if I recall correctly. Let me pull up his stats
And while you
for
pull
the
that up,
day.
my man on Twitch said I got a question for y'all, man. Hey, ask your question, man. Ask your question in the chat. Um, yo, and as you pull that up, I think Bryce Young's stats were pretty mid. I don't know. Was he at like 200 yards or something? What was that like
150 for one
150?
touchdown. Yeah,
How many? What was this? What was the completion? What was like? What was the 10 for what? Like 10 for
he
15 for
was
25?
20
What was it?
22 for 33, so 66% uh com-
Uh,
percent completion.
we have a fancy question. I gotta look at this fancy. Should I trade Mac Jones and Ridley for Tua and Myers? I have Tyreek and can stack him with Tua. This is half PPR super flex. Mac Jones and Ridley for Tua and Myers. What do you feel about that? Mac Jones and Ridley. Mm.
Jacoby Myers. Let me look at
Jacoby
how
Myers.
Jacoby.
Didn't he have a concussion though? Did he have a concussion or is he back?
Let me see.
You gotta check to see if Jacoby Myers is healthy.
He's
Who is
still
a
listed
very
as questionable.
he's a very good option. Honestly,
Um,
I would find a way to definitely get Tua. Straight up. I think Mac Jones is decent, but Tua has been playing really well.
Yeah, and
Um,
if he already has Tyreek too, I mean, it's always good to have the quarterback receiver combo.
yeah, yeah,
So
yes. Tyree Garrett and Ayuk. Garrett Wilson is interesting because Garrett Wilson's value did drop due to the fact that Aaron Rodgers is gone and now Zach Wilson throwing the ball. His target share is going to be lower, definitely with Garrett Wilson. So, but Brandon Ayuk I think is a really good option. Tyreek Hill's obviously amazing. So if you have a deep wide receiving core, you have Ridley. You can trade Ridley if you have a deep wide receiver core, and definitely getting two, I think, is a big thing. So I would definitely, if you can do it, I would do it. Would you agree, Mauricio, or you have any different thoughts?
um, yeah, I mean, let me see, Mac Jones.
Because Mac
Yeah,
Jones
Mac
is up
Jones
and
has
down.
been yeah up and down. So if you can, it all started so good.
My
I
team
mean,
too.
yeah, if you can
12.
get Tua with Tyreek, that's always I always like to or prefer to have a quarterback and receiver combo. If I can't get that, then the next best thing I'll get is a quarterback running back combo. And then maybe even tight end. Um, but that's with like if you have Kelsey and Mahomes, if you're able to get that, which
Yeah, but again, that's
that
crazy.
probably never happens.
Again, that would be
So yeah,
crazy, boy.
Yeah.
I mean, Reese. Yeah, hey, come on in. Yo, I'm telling you, that's very interesting. Hey, I'm curious, Bobby. What is your fantasy record? Like, are you 1-1, 0-2? Like, what's your fantasy record? Because I'm sitting at 2-0. I'm number one in the league right now. Mauricio, I know you gotta be sick. I'm not gonna lie to you, you gotta be sick because that
Yeah.
man was winning and that man was doing great. And
We
boy,
both gotta be sick.
Oh no, Maurice definitely gotta be sick. But boy, Mauricio, boy, that's who beat you?
It's tough. It was
Steelers
It was
defense?
Tyree.
DeJour. Oh, you talking about Mauricio?
Oh, no. It
That'd be
was
Gerald. That's who beat Gerald. It was Raheem Mostert.
Raheem Mostert, yes. Dude. And I was feeling confident too, because Hunter Henry, I picked him up earlier in the week. He was the number one tight end according to NFL Fantasy, based off of points. So I picked him up. I was like, this is a good pickup. And then I was heading into the Sunday night. I was like, okay, I have Hunter Henry. He has Raheem Mostert. I hope the Patriots defense can stop the run.
Mm-mm.
They didn't. So I was like, okay, if Raheem is gonna keep this up, then I need Hunter Henry to do something. And then I think it was 4 minutes left in the game. He scores a touchdown, and I was like, yes, that's it. That was the key. I needed a touchdown from him. I mean, I did leave some points on the bench, unfortunately, and just how it goes. I think David Montgomery he had to leave the game early.
Everybody injured.
So and running backs is just tough.
That's a tough commodity, boy. Getting a running back is a tough. That is we fight for running backs, boy. Because that man Maurice,
it's not that bad.
Boy, that man lost his running back. He lost his running back. That man ain't coming back. He shouldn't play football no more.
Why?
That's it.
I can't draft. I can't draft him next year.
No, I mean, he's not gonna play. If I'm him, I'm not playing football. Because you saw what in college when he got hurt, it looked ridiculous too. His leg looked stupid in college when he got hurt. Now his leg in the pros look stupid too, bro. That man and that man
same leg.
Same.
It was on the goal line. So yeah, I would have won if he probably scored a touchdown. But things
that's
happen.
Tough. That's tough. That's tough.
Injuries. It's football. Injuries happen.
I'm gonna look. Lineup is looking like Joe Burrow, Saquon. Yeah, another running back injury. Swift, Tyreek, Garrett, Ridley, Ayuk, Darren Waller, and Russell Wilson is my super flex. Russell Wilson is washed, but Russell Wilson is good.
How many teams? How many teams is in your league? I'm talking about Bobby.
Yeah, you should say his name. Saquon going down hurt me, man. My running back depth sucked too. I'm just sitting out Austin Eckler.
My running back depth is not that bad. I mean, my main guy went, but we'll see what the other ones can do.
That man John is not great though.
Man.
Go ahead.
Now I'm decent. I don't want to say decent, but
10 man. Cool.
I got Pollard, James Cook, and David Montgomery. But David Montgomery, he's questionable right now.
Questioning it.
But I also have Puka and Tyler Lockett.
Puka,
so I'm torn on who to start because
you start Puka.
I know, and
15 catches.
I know. He's just
doing too good.
I didn't know if he was gonna replicate it week 2, and obviously he did. So
that's tough.
No, I mean I would have understood that too. No, I think I would have fell for that as well.
Yeah.
No, I tell you, the best pickup for me, boy, Nico Collins, boy, I fell in love with Nico Collins. Boy, I'm excited to watch the Texans, man. That's the first time I said that in 10,000 years, boy. Look, we're gonna face Jacksonville. The game script is gonna be we're gonna be down. CJ gonna throw the ball. That's all I need. The game script means that CJ gonna throw it to his number one receiver. And I was thinking, should I pick up Nico or pick up some other, like it was some random person? Let me pick up Nico. That was amazing. And whoever picked up the
start him, though? That's the question.
What made me start Nico is that if you look at all my options, I have Garrett Wilson, Jordan Addison, and Nico Collins. Jordan Addison and Garrett Wilson are very touchdown dependent. Garrett Wilson wasn't going to be, but now he very much is. But Nico Collins, I was like, he can get 80 yards. Like he's gonna get 6-7 targets. He can get 80 yards. He said, Jesse effing 80 yards. I'm getting 146, buck 46, boy. I said, Merry Christmas to me, man. And look, all them Panther fans, they pissed right now because they believe they should got CJ Stroud and Anthony Richardson. You should have went on the Panthers thread on their Reddit. They
don't like
hate Bryce Young, boy.
Are you serious? There's no way.
They said, bro, Bryce Young can't throw deep. Bryce Young ain't that guy. Bryce Young looks scared in the pocket. Bryce Young is not accurate. Bryce Young hold the ball too long. We should have picked CJ. We should have picked Anthony Richardson.
Damn. Are you serious?
Looking that boy, Bryce Young.
They're two games into the season.
They said, we ain't got no pick. We don't have the Chicago get the number one pick from us.
Wait, why? Why is that? What?
Because is that? Chicago has
they traded up. They traded
Chicago
up
has Carolina's pick. Yeah, they traded up. Carolina had like the 8th or 9th pick last year.
But they also sent DJ Moore. Oh, that was the whole thing.
That's true. Yeah.
And
yeah, DJ Moore and
damn.
Yeah.
That's tough.
Bro, hey, they hating on Bryce Young heavy. From my Panthers fans, relax. It's week 2. You face the Saints. Let him develop a game. If you drafted him over Anthony Richardson and C.A. Stroud for a reason. You saw all 3 of their tapes, and you said, and I remember during the draft process, they were saying this guy's like has some Steph Curry awareness and all that. If he was 6'2", 6'3", if he was 6'2", 6'3", he would have probably been like one of those all-time great prospects. He like his mental awareness, his mental ability, his processing is supposed to be amazing. So don't panic if you're a Carolina Panthers fan. Relax. Let him develop.
I know. I mean, it could be worse. You got Zach Wilson.
Right? So. Don't compare your situations to CJ because they're like, who does CJ have to throw to? Who does Anthony Richardson? Why we ain't getting Anthony? CJ's doing it with no offensive line. No, just relax.
I mean, he does have better weapons. That was slightly better weapons.
Well, Bryce Young?
No, he got. I was talking about the Texans.
How the Texans have better weapons than freaking Panthers?
Who the Panthers got?
Then they got Miles Sanders. And Miles Sanders better than my dumb run game that gets like 2 yards a carry.
They got Miles Sanders and Adam Thielen.
Who do I have? Who do I have?
The nigga you just said.
The person you just realized
and Damian Pierce.
The person you just realized that existed, and we got a better core already. You just realized
you got Damian Pierce. Damian Pierce is good.
Damian Pierce ain't been doing nothing this year, but not at all. Our running game terrible. We got no line. We got no line for the boy. Like we ain't got nothing to do for him.
I don't know.
Anthony Richardson got the best weapons out of all.
Oh no, he definitely do.
He definitely got the best weapons out of everyone. You know who should panic though? Cleveland. and not even because you're running back. It's because your quarterback you should panic.
Okay, I'm listening.
Damn. It's a completely different thing. We flipped the whole script. You paid this man $230 million guarantee. You trade 3 first-round picks to me.
Okay.
And he looked mid. That man looked like the definition of mid. I watched that whole game, sitting back watching everybody getting turnovers. I'm just watching sitting back this freaking game.
analyzing everything.
And I was like, let's see what Deshaun do. Nothing. Deshaun Watson did nothing. Again, he did last week nothing. This week nothing. Last year nothing. You pay a lot of money for someone who's doing nothing, and you tied to this man for years. He has to work. And Baker Mayfield carving out. He doing freaking 2-0 in Tampa Bay. That's hilarious.
You like that? That make you feel good.
Fun. That's plot.
Because you got that pick.
That's plot. I hope so. I'm trying to get Marvin Harrison freaking Jr. so we can really get some Nico Collins and Harrison Jr. That's what I really want. Bro, if I'm Cleveland, bro, the season is like they try to get Kareem Hunt back, bro, but the season seems like stupid. I think is the season over for Cleveland? I'm just curious. What do y'all think?
I don't know. No.
It might be over in terms of a playoff run.
It's gonna be hard to make that. Yeah, it's gonna be sort of hard because at least 2 of those.
Because they're not going to win their division.
Yeah,
they're definitely not. It doesn't seem like they're going to win their division. And going in as a wild card in the AFC, I don't know.
They're gonna have to beat out like the Chargers for that last like wild card spot or something.
And they probably can. I mean, the Chargers are another team that has a good sense of mid. I think Justin Herbert. The funny thing, the Chargers have scored like 50 points in these 2 weeks in terms of back-to-back weeks. They have 50 points of scoring and have all this hundreds of yards of offense, and they are 0-2.
But their defense terrible.
And the sad thing about their defense is their coach is a defensive coach, boy. I thought Brandon Staley was the offensive coach, boy. And I realized he a defensive head coach, and they got one of the worst defenses.
And they didn't lose nobody. At least I don't think they did. They got Derwin James back. They got their 2 pass rushers, Khalil Mack and the Bosa brother.
And they lose, boy. Who the most disappointing?
J.C. Jackson there too, but what were you saying?
I was curious, like, because we can count the Chargers. Besides, and I'm gonna talk about this. Besides the Broncos, because we're gonna put the Broncos to the side. I'm gonna rest you right here. I'm ready to talk about these Broncos. But who is the most disappointing 0-2 team? We have teams like the Bengals, the Vikings,
Chargers, I think. You said the Texans. Is that what you said?
Yeah, we are disappointed, but I expected great things. But
You're
I wasn't being-
disappointed. I guess it's disappointing. Yeah.
Nah, it's not that bad. It's fine as long as CJ look good. But you said Chargers.
For
What was
me?
it? You said what do you think?
I think it's Chargers. Probably Chargers.
For me, it's close between the Chargers and the Bengals.
I think Joe said
yeah.
he's still hurt though. I think Joe says he's still hurt.
the reason because I feel like the Bengals. I can see the Bengals still coming back and potentially still winning that division. That's why, or at least I know they're gonna make the playoffs. That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, and I
But
mean,
like the
because
Chargers,
of those
I don't know.
With those expectations, like that's what kind of makes you more surprised that they're 0-2. So if or more disappointed that they're 0-2. So I would Chargers, maybe you are surprised, but the Bengals, I think, have that more. I mean, they've been to AFC championships. It's not like they were a bad team and they're starting 0-2. So
True.
Chargers I think they missed the playoffs last year.
No, they made the playoffs. They blew a
they made-
27.
They lost to Jacksonville.
They blew a
Oh.
27-point lead, something like
Oh,
that.
yeah,
27
yeah.
zip, something like that.
yeah.
That plot's hilarious.
So they were a first round exit. So to me, it's more surprising that the Bengals.
Maybe it's one of them losses, like you say. You like every team got them losses, and that you just know they just never gonna come back. Maybe that's one of them shits.
Because that loss is terrible. Boy, that division, the AFC West is the Chiefs, boy. And people like the AFC West in theory is supposed to be one of the better divisions because you have Russell Wilson, Justin Herbert. Like, you have a lot of guys supposed to compete in that division. But the Chargers 0-2, like the Chargers 0-2, Broncos 0-2, and the Raiders just got blitzed by the Bills.
Oh, the Raiders. Were they 1-1? Oh,
Yeah, the Raiders are
1-1.
They 1-1. And we were talking about this last week on the podcast. We were like Josh Allen having a low IQ, but he went out there, he balled, but he was balling on them Raiders, boy. I don't know if that's I don't know, man. John got he critical for that, Josh Allen, but Josh Allen looked good.
Ass.
He was critical, but I think he looked decent. A team I'm definitely have to attack because I'm trying to go through most teams here. A team, and then after that we'll do some. I gotta look at the fantasy. I just gotta look at a deeper look at our fantasy teams.
What do you mean attack?
Oh, a team I gotta talk about. I gotta talk about the Broncos, bro. The Commanders versus Broncos.
Oh, that's true. Okay.
I gotta look at Commanders versus Broncos. The Denver Broncos are one of the most disappointing teams, I believe, of all time. Because they are 0-2, but the way they're losing these games are just like all time. Like it's to a point where I'm starting to think they're trying to join the bad plot club. There was a point where they weren't a part of the bad plot club. There's teams like the Jets, the Vikings, the Bills, the Browns. Bad plot club, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think they joined the club. And the reason why I believe they're gonna join the club because you see how they losing these games and how they've been losing games these past couple of years. I mean, he got a Hail Mary. And after his Hail Mary, messed up on a 2-point, and it wasn't even their fault because it was a holding. It was supposed to be pass interference.
Definitely.
And they didn't call it on Cortland Sutton, the 2-point conversion holding. And I'm like, I would just rather become incomplete. I would have rather that ball hit the ground in that Hail Mary. There's no way you gave me that level of hope. But that is plot. Especially you losing to the Commanders. Now, Sam Howell, I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. Eric Bieniemy the reason, boy, because the Chiefs offense, like, kind of mid. But the Washington offense, kind of lit. They 2-0. Sam Howell looked like a good quarterback. Was it all Eric Bieniemy? I don't know. But what do y'all think? Like, what do y'all think about the Denver Broncos' ineptitude, the Washington Commanders' success? Because John said the Commanders are making the playoffs. So, Mauricio, I was curious if you also agree. But what do y'all think about that?
I wouldn't be surprised if they do, just because of how he's been kind of in the talks of the preseason. They were saying that he has improved a lot, and there was people that were expecting him to be like kind of a dark horse, come out of nowhere kind of quarterback to lead the team to the playoffs. So it wouldn't surprise me if they make it. And I mean, hats off to the Commanders. They almost blew the lead, and they probably should have not lost, but at least tied and gone to overtime. But I mean, it is what it is. You move on if you're Denver. But hats off to the Commanders. They played. I mean, they did what they had to do, and they won the game.
Shout out to the Commanders, man.
Shout out
Good
to
for
the
them.
Commanders. They
Good
changed
for
their
them,
name
man.
and they doing great things.
Good for
I
them.
wanna
Now
Still
the
a bad name,
Broncos,
but-
yeah, it's tough for them. It's tough out here.
I wanted to give out a couple of awards. I want y'all to help me give out a couple of awards of the week. I want to make this pretty common tradition to give out some awards of the week. So, first award of the week for week 2, who had the moral victory award? Meaning the person who lost, but they lost good. They lost, and you're like, you don't feel like, dang. You feel now.
Are we
Go ahead.
talking about fantasy wise? Are we talking about NFL wise?
I'm talking about NFL. I'm talking about NFL. Now,
Okay.
a couple of
Let's
contenders.
see.
Got a couple of contenders here. The Texans are a contender.
Moral victories is funny as shit.
The Texans are
I would say the Packers.
the Packers are also contender. You think the Packers?
Yeah,
I would say the Packers.
maybe the Rams too, because they hung in
Not
there
bad.
with the 49ers when I don't think anybody expected them to.
Okay.
Obviously until they didn't, but
They lost by 7.
mean,
So
yeah, it's one score a game. Not
And the Jets,
terrible.
too.
People probably expected them to do worse, especially once Cooper Kupp goes down. You're not thinking they're going to be in that game.
actually, it was a 10 point. It was more 10 point. They kicked a field goal when time expired. I don't know why.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, they ended the game with that field goal. They wanted to really make it a 7-point game.
Wait.
That's pretty stupid.
Yeah.
I think the Packers are a good option. I also like the Texans for the fact CJ played well, but the Packers with Jordan Love throwing 3 touchdowns, I think that's a great option. I don't know about the Jets because they still kind of in hell.
It's the Jets. We figured out that Zach Wilson's not that guy. Officially.
Who had the surprise win of the week?
Surprise win of the week.
That one
Giants
might have
are a
to
contender.
go to the Giants for me.
Maybe, yeah. Should I trade away DJ Moore in London for Pittman?
Oh, yeah, we got the fancy question. Let's look at Moore in London
DJ
for Pittman.
DJ Moore.
DJ Moore, I think he had a good
That picture is crazy.
that's tough.
Oh, it is.
London is Drake London isn't gonna do good for you because Desmond Ridder is not gonna throw the ball. Like it's not
Yeah,
gonna
I don't think anybody in that, no pass catchers are catching anything on that team.
and DJ Moore, I mean, he didn't play bad this week, but I think like Justin Fields ain't a good passer either. So
Damn, you don't believe in them.
nah, you both have 2 receivers with 2 non-good passers. And Pittman, I don't know who's starting. I don't know if Anthony Richardson's starting next week or if Gardner Minshew's starting, but I mean Pittman is a guy who should get it. I think I would do that just for the fact that I expect Pittman to get a bigger target share.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Because he has those 2 people. Yeah. So yeah, you should definitely do that, bro.
Yeah, you want to because Moore is pretty dependent on a guy who doesn't throw, and London is never going to get the ball. I'm sorry.
What about Anthony Richardson? What if he starts like?
I think Richardson. Richardson has. He's
to
shown me
passing?
more. He's shown me more. Desmond Ridder has shown me anything really when it comes to being a good passer like that, especially to Drake London, and yeah, like Pittman. I think Anthony Richardson get Pittman the ball. I think they have a smarter offensive system in Indianapolis. It was carving me up. He played in the AFC South, and the division got a lot of easy defenses compared to the NFC South, where the CFA, the Saints defense, the Panthers defense look pretty good, and the Buccaneers defense has been doing this thing. So, yeah, the Jaguars ain't got the. I would do it if I was you. I'd do it.
Yeah,
Go for it.
They're cool with it.
Go for it, bro. What was the word I was talking about just now?
Moral no.
No, it was another
surprise
one.
victory?
Surprise
victory.
That's
We'll
what it was.
you're picking the Giants. I think I picked the Commanders. I didn't expect the Commanders to do what they did, especially when they down 21-3. I didn't expect that.
That's true.
But that's tough. That's tough for the Broncos.
Who
But I did not expect that.
I don't know who mine will be right now.
I mean, we got the Buccaneers. Well, Buccaneers beat the Bears, but I expected that.
Maybe the Steelers, maybe.
No, I mean, yeah, you can pick.
I think that. I mean, that division is. It's not really surprising. That division goes up in the air all the time.
Yeah, I don't know. That's
Who was Thursday night football? I'm missing
Vikings
something.
Eagles.
The
Vikings Eagles. That was pretty.
Nah, I
known.
knew that shit.
That was well known.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go with the Giants because I can't think of any. Can't remember the fucking games anymore.
Yeah. All right. What teams or a team should hit the panic button? Who should hit
What
the panic
team?
button? I'm picking in Cleveland. Bow! Hit that panic button, boy. Screaming, boy. That panic button is alarmed, boy.
Alarm.
It's huge.
Cleveland might take the cake on this one.
It's like, hold on, what's happening?
What?
I just
No. What about the Vikings? Aren't the Vikings 0-2?
I know, but like they're 0-2 built different. I feel like they can. Like Cleveland is 1-1, but they just lost everything, and their quarterback looks bad still, and they paid him a lot, and they have no pick.
Plus, I don't think Kirk Cousins has played at 12 o'clock noon yet. So.
Oh really? Oh, that makes sense. Of course,
That's why
that's
you're
probably
0-2,
why.
man.
Duh.
That's why they're 0-2.
Duh.
Man, get ready, bro. This 5-game win streak on these 12 o'clock games gonna be litty.
That just makes so much sense.
So we all picking. Maurice, you picking the Vikings or you picking Cleveland?
I'm gonna pick the Vikings.
All right, and which team this week had the best win? Who had the sexiest win of the week? A win that they can take to the next day and say, "Man, that was great. I
The
feel
Giants.
real good."
The Giants.
I don't know. I mean, they came back, but like they still know they suck. They just came back on trash. I think.
But that's the best. That was like the best win.
That was the best one, but it's like you have to look at competition. Who did you beat as well?
I know, but like still coming back from what 3 touchdowns is like hard.
I mean, yeah.
Unless you're the Kansas City Chiefs. Yeah. And they lost their running back in that game, so really just Daniel Jones.
You know, actually, in the same breath, I think it could either be that because honestly, maybe if the Bucks could be really they faced a bum Bears team. I think the Seahawks win was really lit for them beating a Lions team.
I was going to say the Seahawks. Yeah.
Beating in overtime, a good Lions team beating. I think that's a win that they can definitely brag about. Shout out to Jungle Jams.
Jungle Jams.
shout out to Jungle Jams. I think the Seahawks got it. So now with that being said, we're gonna talk about some fantasy football because it's all about the fantasy football stuff. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go share my screen. And we have 2 people here who have lost the fantasy football this week, sitting at 1-1. And Maurice, I have a question for you actually before I even pull this up. What is your options at running back since you lost Nick Chubb for the entire year and for all of time because he's never playing football again?
To play Nick Chubb anywhere, maybe the ghost of Nick Chubb will give me touchdowns. I don't know. It's just either say what waiver got offered Najee Harris for Christian Watson. I don't know why I thought I said my ribs. My ribs for Eckler. I'm bugging.
Eckler, JT, Gus, and Moss. Man. Well,
That's
Eckler.
Moss. Zach Moss, probably.
Zach Moss, yeah. Eckler is hurt. Gus, I think Gus is decent, right? I think Gus is pretty decent.
That's all I had. I think I had Gus Edwards.
Jonathan Taylor, I would keep. I mean, yeah, Jonathan Taylor, you have to just keep on the bench and just hope. Hey, maybe Cleveland trade for Jonathan Taylor. Maybe Cleveland.
I mean, it could. I mean, yeah, that also.
Do they have any picks left?
Oh wait, you're right. I took their pick.
You're right.
You're right. I took their pick. That's stupid.
Yeah, that's not gonna happen.
But yeah, I'm not like because Najee Harris for Christian Watson.
I might do that. Oh, he's hurt.
Yeah,
I might do that shit.
Yeah, he been hurt.
Najee Harris, he's
been mid,
not really doing anything.
Yeah, he been mid. Najee Harris has been mid.
I think I don't know who has more upside. That's really has to go for upside because he has depth at running back. He got depth at running back, so it could work. I might do it.
Yeah, he do. He going for it? You want to go for it?
I mean, especially if Jordan Love keeps playing away. I mean, really, yeah, maybe let's see what he does against the Saints next week, and then see. That's a harder defense.
I haven't seen if Christian Watson could be like he hasn't played, so I don't know. Like Jordan Love, because it's similar to like Derek Carr, and you assume he's supposed to be throwing to Chris Olave, but it take him forever. He's just forcing it to Michael Thomas. So I don't know if he's gonna have
Michael Thomas is getting them in.
He getting a lot of these slants, boy. That man, Derek Carr, he stepped back, and Chris Olave sitting wide open. That man said, "Nah, force it."
I'm throwing that shit to Derek.
I said, "This is stupid, boy." So I don't know if Christian Watson has that rapport with Jordan Love. I don't know if he's gonna just throw it to was it Reed? Well, he has a lot.
I will wait. I wouldn't do it this week. Wait until I don't know when he comes back, but if he plays well against the Saints, if he does come back next week, then I would do it.
All right, just traded Mostert, Najee, Love for Garrett Wilson. Garrett Wilson, interesting one, boy. Fields, Gainwell. Your thoughts? I don't know. I don't like this. No, you traded. So wait, you just traded. So you had Mostert, Najee, and Love, and you got Garrett Wilson, Fields, and Gainwell. Because I don't know. I'm not a fan of that really. Because Wilson, very dependent, and it was Aaron Rodgers, but he doesn't have it. Fields hasn't shown me anything really. And Gainwell, they got DeAndre Swift just went off.
Oh, that's how I remember. Yeah,
he just went off on Thursday, man. So they might give him a lot of these touches.
veto that trade. Veto it. If you can.
Love been looking good. Najee,
because you got
Najee, and
I
Mostert
don't know.
was killing against the Patriots. So what y'all think?
But no, maybe he has other depth on that team that we just don't know.
Yeah, tell us the rest of your team.
Maybe that also could be another reason.
Yeah, tell us the rest of your team.
It's gonna depend.
What's the next one? DeAndre Swift.
Trade DeAndre Swift, McLaurin, and
what's that? $30? Oh, that must be like a different thing they do.
I think some leagues do like you have an allotted amount of money,
like cap salary.
You can kind of you can use it as a cash incentive to trade for people.
Ooh.
But I've never been in a league like that, so I don't know how much $30 is. Like if that's a normal amount, a high amount, or a low amount. So
he says budget for waiver pickups, which is something I should. I might even look into that as well. With that being said, Olave is interesting because I have Olave and he really waits a $200 budget.
I don't know.
He really it takes a while for him to start cooking. Okay. So DeAndre. Go ahead.
I think I like the other try. I think I like McLaurin because he's number one wide receiver on that team, and they've been playing well. And I got DeAndre Swift, he also killed it last week. I think I probably would have just kept what I had
for Olave. Yeah, because Olave is doing well. He's doing decent, but he's taking well. He's doing well. He takes till the third quarter to.
but I feel like McLaurin and Olave are already on the same par, the same tier anyway. So you might just kept McLaurin.
And I mean, you have Raheed Shaheed, he's been kind of a little bit on the come up on the Saints team.
Oh
so
yes,
he could be taking touches away from Olave.
That's true, and that sucks because I need Derek Carr. Derek Carr, he pissing me off. He helped me in the end of there, but he be pissing me off because I watch these games just for that purpose. And boy, Chris Olave, I need more from him. But they like Michael Thomas, and he like him way too much. So yeah. We got another one. Let's see. He can tell me my starters. My starters are Fields. Aaron Jones got injured tough. Gainwell. Chase has kind of been mid so far. Garrett Wilson has been mid. Pitts has been super mid. Christian Watson. Obviously, okay. JT's on the bench. Zay Flowers. Spears. Ferguson and Deshaun.
I'm not sure what Spears is.
Let me look at the... So he traded. Okay, so what he has now, because he traded, so he had Mostert, Najee, and Love. So now he has Fields, Jones, Gainwell, Chase, Wilson. Okay. How y'all feel? I'm curious, do y'all feel your team could beat this team? That's a good question.
No.
Could your team beat this team?
No. Because I still think Fields is still running threat, so that would be scary. Aaron Jones. Yeah. Well, I mean, if he plays, obviously.
Yeah, Aaron Jones, if he plays, good. Gainwell is a tricky one. You got to look at maybe some more running back depth with that because
14. Oh my god,
that's crazy.
Okay.
14. Yeah.
Dang.
Yeah, we got.
There's no depth.
I can see why you got
going
Gainwell
around in that.
That makes sense. I see. This make a little more sense. I would have kept what I had, but I can see why people like Gainwell's on the team because Gainwell is a guy he may get he's the type of guy who get 4 or 5 points maybe type of thing. If you had PPR, it'd be more, but he won't be.
I think I would have still kept the other players, Mostert, Najee, and Love.
When did you do this? Go ahead. Go ahead, Maurice.
No, it was just based on how they playing. But continue.
When did you do this trade? Is the question. When did you do this trade? Did you do it after Mostert's explosion?
Traded, so I don't know.
Oh, he just traded after Mostert's explosion, or because before maybe I would have done it because Mostert, there's a lot of running backs that are I think Jeff Wilson's still on the Dolphins, right?
He's a mobile right now. He said I'm doing that shit right now.
Hey, wait. Man said, what should I do? What did you?
He hasn't posted yet. Maybe he'll post in a few seconds.
Yeah, I'm curious what you about to do.
But
what should you do, bro? Oh, continue, Reese. Continue.
Always, he's talking about McLaurin, but that's fine. I mean, it's still they're on the same part. But if you're cool with the trade, then at the end of the day, it still works out.
Yeah, because I'm curious. Who else are you? Who is the best? Who's the 2-0 person on your team? Who is the best on your team? I want to know because I want to compare how y'all teams look against each other. Because if y'all teams are kind of similar, then it's okay. And Luke is, tell me what's the advice you need? What should you do, man? Because I'm.
What was the question that you asked me originally? Because I don't think I answered that question.
Oh no, yeah. What you gonna do? Like who? What
running backs.
waiver
Oh,
wire? Or you pick someone on the waiver wire? Or what you gonna do?
Sorry, I got the shot. Well, we'll see what Gus Edwards gonna do. Obviously, I already dropped what's his name? Chubb, because he not coming back ever.
That man's gone.
But we'll see. We'll see. I could look at the waiver wires, but there's really nobody on the waiver wires to get.
It's hard to get running back.
What's his name? Already got Kareem Hunt. What's his name? Already got Kareem. Gerald. He picked it.
Gerald?
I think he immediately saw Nick Chubb got injured because that's just like 20
like,
hours. Let me pick him up. And I'm not high enough on the fucking what's it called enough to get what's his face. So
on the waivers,
yeah. So
bro, look, I hope I can get Ford, bro. I want Ford, bro. I'm ahead of y'all, so I can say that out loud. I'm ahead of y'all in the waiver pickup.
You put one in for Ford too?
I did.
I mean,
I did as well.
Like what?
Yeah,
but I'm hoping that they didn't. The three ahead of me didn't, because Jordan don't really even think about stuff. But DeJour and Ja'Cory, bro, like I need a running back. In Austin Eckler be pissing me off, boy. He's trying to get Tony Pollard, bro.
What do you have, Lucas?
What you trying to trade, bro? Who you trying to trade Tony? Because Tony Pollard in this running back hell that we live in,
he's very valuable. So you're probably gonna have to pay a lot.
If he doesn't want you to pay a lot, then yeah, take that shit. But if he does, I don't know.
Okay, tell us who you about to tell us, Lucas, who you trying to trade Pollard for. But let me see. In my opinion, the best team in my league is Trevor. Okay, Hall, Gibbs.
Yeah, that's a really good team.
Olave, Hunter. Yeah.
For a 14-man, yeah. I like that.
That's really good. Yeah, he
That's tough. That's a tough one. That's tough right there. Maybe Hall? Maybe Hall might be like the one like, oh shit, maybe he might not get that many touches or something. But
in a 14-man league, the fact you got Jefferson and Olave and Gibbs, bro, that's some. You were doing some good. They were selling, boy. Because I don't know, in a 14-man league, I know there's no way this man Olave would have been a second. We have 12 people in our league. Olave would have been much higher, and Gibbs would have been much higher. That's interesting. And man, hey, did he finesse someone?
2?
It's 0-2.
What?
Oh, this person, the best in your league, going through hell like this.
That's tough.
That's crazy.
Tough. Maybe.
I mean, it's good for you though.
Dang, boy, he's 0-2, boy. Hey,
did he just not start the right people or something?
Well, Trevor Lawrence had 10 points last week, right? Around 10 points.
Yeah, he
Hall didn't get no points last week because I had him. I don't know what Gibbs did.
Oh, Gibbs didn't do that much either.
JJ, I don't know who has JJ.
Justin Jefferson did pretty well. Olave did.
Hunter did all right.
Okay,
so it's really.
I guess maybe on paper, it looks like a good team, but so far in the season, they have not performed well.
I think it's going to age well. I think he's starting off tough. It's like the Patriots back in the day. If they start 0-2, they start getting.
Oh, well, what was his stuff? He wanted. I forgot what did he even like?
Because he did a trade.
Oh yeah, let me see his trade. That's what it was. I don't know.
He judging this trade. Because he judging this trade right here. But hey, if you doing that, man, hey, keep doing what you're doing, man. Your league do look tough.
It looks pretty competitive.
Tell us who is 2-0 in your league and who has the in terms of record and scoring, who's the best in your league? I'm curious what his position is. Mauricio, you have Tony Pollard. What would someone have to give up to get Tony Pollard from you with this hard running back?
I don't think I'm trading Tony Pollard. If I am, I'm gonna probably want.
You want Justin Jefferson? Did you do that?
I don't know. Well, you would already have to have depth at running back, so you must be already rich. Yeah. So.
Yeah, if I'm trading Tony Pollard, then I would think I'm okay at running back. And right now if I get rid of Tony Pollard, I have James Cook, David Montgomery, and Najee Harris, which I don't feel confident in that running back.
Yeah, Najee. Yeah, I'm looking at James Cook on the Bills. That can be up and down. Pollard's definitely your guy.
Oh, that's James Cook. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Right.
And my man just said this is the starters. For Tony Pollard, what I used to do in my trades, I would trade like like I would do a 2-and-2 trade and just like kind of like if I'm trying to get like a superstar type of player, like a really great player, I have to trade like 2 pretty good players or like so in this sense maybe like a Brian
Yeah.
Robinson and a James Cook type of thing. And then if I really want to get Tony Pollard, you really got to like give him something rich, right?
Yeah,
because it's
Tony Pollard is very valuable.
Tony
right now.
Pollard, he get catches.
I don't know. I think there's something wrong with it. There's something wrong with it. Brian
your
Robinson
team is
went off.
good.
James Cook, he's the number one. He's the number one running back. I mean, if you really want him that bad, then yeah.
Or see if maybe he want Devontae. Maybe
Maybe.
well, let's see. Yeah, because you have Olave and Nakua.
Devontae might be a good trade for Pollard.
Maybe it has a high name.
Yeah. Why do you want question for you?
If
Why
can
do you
like
want
a 2-2?
Why do you want Pollard? Like are you 0-2 and you're desperate? Like why do you want Pollard?
That's gonna be 2-0.
That's the most points.
Rashad White, AJ Dillon,
Tyreek
Hill, Calvin Ridley, yeah.
Yeah, that's
Hawkinson.
That motherfucker good. He good. He is
14 man, by the way.
Oh yeah, that's why he got Dillon. Okay, that's why he has Dillon.
Yeah, I mean, hey, when Dillon, Dillon is still a pretty decent start, even when Aaron Jones come back. Because when I used to have Aaron Jones, he would always piss me off because he just getting these goal line touches, and it's just like, bro, get away from me, bro. But he freaking had big, thick legs. He can easily run it for the touchdown and pissing me off. So, this is that's it's a tough league, especially considering this is a 14-man league. I would honestly expect different. I don't know. I would expect that your teams would be weaker. Who do y'all think has the best team in our league?
Gerald. Gerald.
That man Gerald 0-2.
John.
That man is struggling.
I think John.
Let me see John's team. I want y'all. Okay, so everyone watching, I'm gonna say John's team. This is what I believe is the best team, and you tell me if you think this is the best team. So John has Jared Goff, Derrick Henry, Joe Mixon, Devontae Adams, Jalen Waddle, tight ends Evan Ingram. His flex position is Kenneth Walker. His kicker is Daniel Carlson, and his defense is Cowboys defense.
It's a 12-man.
It is a 12-man league. John has great depth. One thing I'll tell John, boy, his depth, because he got Javonte Williams and he got DJ Moore on the bench.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I feel like depth is important, bro.
Oh boy, this boy. Oh, look at that, boy. That's tough. That boy had that's tough. And they got the 2 worst injuries possible too.
Damn.
One person had a complete dislocation of his knee, and the other person has a torn Achilles tendon. They say Monday Night Football curse, man. Don't start your people on Monday Night Football. Last Monday Night Football, someone knee get dislocated the week before, Achilles tendon tear, and last year Damar Hamlin collapses.
That's tough.
Monday Night Football going through it, boy. They going through it, boy. I'm gonna pull this up as well. I want to put up as we get more questions. We'll definitely answer y'all's questions, and hopefully we're able to get some wins too. Mauricio, you sitting at 1-1. You had a very tough loss.
Yeah, it could easily have been 2-0, but 1-1, I'm fine with that. Especially the way I performed the first week. I only scored like 76 points, and then this week, as this past week, I guess now, put up 130. So a big swing, which I hope is not the case every week to weeks. But yeah.
So my team did pretty. Trevor Lawrence made me sad, but James Conner, Chris Olave with a little late stuff, Jordan Addison, we get a little boost for long touchdowns, so that's why it's a little high up here. Mark Andrews, I love you. Nico Collins, boy, I love you, boy. Tyler Bass, and the Saints defense. And the Saquon Barkley was scaring me, but Saquon Barkley unfortunately got hurt. And Dameon Pierce, we have no run game to speak of. So, and my man, he picked up Joshua Kelly. He tried to piss me off because I was trying to get Joshua Kelly because I saw freaking Austin Eckler got hurt. He said, "Let me pick up Joshua Kelly so I can beat Jesse." Now you only got 4 points. Shut up.
Damn. I don't think he was saying that.
Tyreek is 2-0. That man struggled every freaking year, boy, and he won a hot starts in the league off of a tough loss. Mauricio, you got a tough loss. And what do you think sold you the most, Mauricio?
I think it was the one that hurt me the most was Stephon Diggs not getting a touchdown. Because if he gets a touchdown, and he normally does, like I want to say more often than not, you'll see Diggs get a touchdown.
Mhm.
And
Especially when Josh Allen playing well.
yeah, exactly. Josh Allen had a good game. I guess it just didn't work out to where he got the ball in the end zone. And then I just left. I left. I think 36 points on the bench. So
And then this boy
But yeah.
Raheem Mostert.
and Raheem
Sad.
Mostert, yeah. But apart from that, I still feel pretty confident on my team. Yeah, I
Christian.
feel good about going into this week playing against John. I think it's gonna be good.
Oh, John a beast, boy. I'm telling you, John
I know
is
he
told
is.
you, bro.
I know he is.
This is team great, bro.
he a beast. So we prepared for that. Maurice, your team went through it obviously because Nick Chubb was not able to continue. You had a
That's my
good
team.
showing.
Oh, and Brees Hall also didn't get on touch. I mean, like a lot of things could have happened. Brees Hall would have got something, and also the Jets defense. Like I should never started him against the Cowboys. So
Yeah.
a lot of things I should have changed.
That's big tough. And Gerald, shout out to Gerald, man. My man was a champion, and now he's 0-2, boy. That man was a champion, but 0-2, and he was going to win for sure because Keenan Allen did well, Zach Moss, but boy, Pittsburgh Steelers defense, boy. Shut that man up, boy. Pittsburgh Steelers defense shut all of that down. That man Jordan what's Jordan? He 1-1? Yeah, he 1-1. Jordan doing his thing. And my dad's in it. I think my dad has a pretty good team himself as well because he got people on the bench like Christian Watson and Aaron Jones. But, pretty decent team here. Zay Jones had a complete blanking 0 points. Still won, though, because Jamal Williams got hurt. Good play on his side. I think Moreland, off of a great performance for Kirk.
He had 47 points.
And still lost 0-2.
I don't remember that. What the fuck? How many touchdowns he had?
Threw 4 of them, boys.
I totally forgot. Okay, that's crazy.
That man did well. He just don't got no plot in prime time.
That's crazy.
Oh, we got another question here. Should I trade Josh Jacobs for CD?
Yes.
That depends. Depends
on
what is
PPR,
your what's your
half PPR.
Yeah, like that, and what's your team look like too? Because running back, bro, are you running back rich? If you're running back rich, then yeah, I guess you can do it. But if you're not running back, if you gotta tell it, what is your team? A&J Films, what does your team look like? And for y'all, what he's gonna answer that. What do y'all like, Mauricio? What do you plan to do? Are you planning to make any trades? What is like your point? What's your weak point on your team? Like, what do you need to improve on your team?
Trades. I'm tempted to do trades because I feel like I have some players that I can get rid of and get. Like I wouldn't mind doing a 2-for-1 trade. I give 2, get 1 in return. To kind of upgrade one position for my starter. What that is going to be, I don't know. I'm still kind of thinking about that one. It's just going to depend on. I think maybe after week 3, you can kind of see players kind of normalize what they're going to be doing for the rest of the year. Obviously, you can't predict it with injuries and other factors, but 3 weeks, I think, is a good sample size for me to feel comfortable trading somebody and trading for somebody as well. But right now, it's kind of. I feel comfortable as long as I start the right players every week, make those decisions every week correctly. Then I feel like I have a pretty strong team.
Let's see what we got here. I got Patrick Mahomes, Derek Carr, Derrick Henry, Josh Jacobs, Dalvin Cook, Rashad White, Count Ridley, Brandon Ayuk, Mark Cooper. All right, so
yeah, Derek Carr, Josh Jacobs, and Dalvin Cook. Those are 3 running backs he has.
Derrick Henry. You meant to say Derrick Henry? You said Derek Carr.
Oh, my fault. Derrick Henry, yeah.
Derrick Henry, Josh Jacobs, Dalvin Cook, Rashad White. I think he got.
Oh, that's an 8-man. That's cool. I wish I miss 8-man days.
Simple thing, you get your team looking real good.
I miss some 8-man days.
But he's trying Josh Jacobs, CeeDee Lamb. What's his receivers? Calvin Ridley. I think you could do that. I think he has enough.
Or I mean, would you trade a quarterback? Well, no quarterbacks. I mean,
I believe he can do that. Yeah. What is the other guy? It depends what like. Why would he take that?
I don't know because like Dalvin Cook, like it's really Dalvin Cook.
But he got Rashad White. And I think Rashad White is
He played for the
the
Buccaneers,
Tampa
right?
Bay, and he's been playing well. Like I think Rashad White is a decent number 2 running back. Derrick Henry
Yeah,
is
he's
definitely
playing
number
pretty
1.
well.
And then, but Calvin Ridley and Brandon Ayuk, those boys they're good, but CeeDee Lamb, guy with target share like CeeDee Lamb is, especially if you're in a PPR, bro. Like I think that's extremely. Oh, he had Chubb go down. Oh, that you can really get emotional with that. That's an emotional sell right there, boy. That is definitely he needs something. The time to do it. The time to do it, if you're doing this, is now, because especially with the waiver, and you're not gonna get Ford. You're not gonna get Ford, right? He's not, most likely, right? So that would definitely be a time to do it. So hey, are y'all saying good? Are y'all saying good with this?
Yeah, I'm cool.
I would probably do it, especially considering the way CD's been playing. He's been playing very well. He's just missing that getting the touchdowns, but he's getting the yardage.
But get the yardage and
if you get the yardage,
he got.
Did he say if it was PPR?
He got number 1.
Oh, you have number 1.
So you can make sure he don't get 4 too. So
that's fucked up. that's really fucked up, actually.
You can. Are you putting Swift available?
See, I'm saying 8-man team,
bro.
8-man team, bro.
That is definitely. No, yeah, 8-man team. You can get Swift. That's crazy. Yeah, hey,
should take both of them. I mean, if you can, you can get both of them, and then if you be really rich at running back, then see you can trade them away. But one thing is, because they 8-man team, when they also mean like they probably got like depth at running back too.
Who's number 1? A&J Films. Who is the best team in your league? What is his roster? Who's 2-0 in your team? Or maybe that's you. But whoever is the best, put their roster. I'm trying to compare the overpowerness, because if I was you, definitely I'd get Swift. Because Swift's a freaking stud. I would get Swift. This said his friend dropped him. His friend dropped Swift right before the game.
He was like, I ain't feeling him right now. I ain't feeling him. I don't know. Something about this game. I don't feel like he's going to be that.
Boy, that's
freaking... Oh, my gosh. He said, I ain't feeling him.
Boy, that's a sell. Boy, that man's selling his soul. That's freaking stupid. Yeah, pick up Swift and trade. I'll trade Jacobs because Jacobs. I don't think Jacobs gonna have his.
I would definitely trade. I would trade Jacobs and get both of them motherfuckers. Get Ford if you can, and Swift if it's possible. And then and then later down the line, trade one of them too. If you're not.
And then on top of that, now you have CD too. So
and then you'll have CD.
Yo, hey, what's your record? Bro? You 2-0? Because boy, that is the 8-man stuff. Because Swift being available, but who got Swift in our league? Is it DeJour, right?
Yeah, DeJour. Yeah, DeJour has DeJour because he beat me with Swift. Because I wasn't expecting him to go off. That's why.
And CeeDee Lamb's, what's CeeDee Lamb's target share? Like, what's his target? Like, not target share. What's his target amount? Like, did he get 10 targets, 15 targets? Let me actually see.
He was like at 12.
I'll pull that up for him. Maurice, read that real quick. I'm gonna look and see if
Joe Burrow. We got Joe Burrow, Christian McCaffrey, Kenneth Walker, Mike Evans, Keenan Allen, TJ Hawkinson, DJ Moore, and Jared Goff. And he's 2-0. That team dropped 200
points
this week. This week, the 8-man teams, bro. That's
hey, Christian McCaffrey's looking like. What was it 2018?
He looked like he going back. Yeah, when I had him, when I won my league, that man Tyreek gonna be carrying off him, and that's what Austin Eckler's supposed to be doing. But Austin they switched places. That's tough.
What it was.
You have a great. Your team is that. Well, that team, not your team. That team's really good.
I actually still like his team just a little bit, especially if you can get like. I actually like his team. Wait, what's his tight end? I don't see his tight. Oh, George Kittle. George Kittle is he not playing like how he used to.
Yeah,
I would do. I would see if you can get one of them players. Get and see if you can get another tight end. See if you can get Swift and what's his face Ford. Trade Josh Jacobs too. See if you can get CeeDee Lamb, and then then eventually see if you can get another tight end. Then you 0-2.
Oh, he 0-2. He need work. We gotta help him, boy. We gotta give him 1 or 2, boy. All right, we gonna help you also, David. We're gonna hit up David as well. But hey, he 0-2. How you 0-2? Well, get CD. You gotta get CD. That target share is too great. You gotta get CD, bro. Don't go for the trade. 0-2. Don't be like don't be like one of these got panicked like the Texans, whatever. You need to do something about that. David Bloom, y'all have to ask in a half PPR league with Puka available and number 1 priority. Should I take Puka or Ford?
That's
a good question.
I would take Ford. No, I would take Ford.
You would take Ford?
Yeah, because eventually,
what if they get someone though? What if they pick up
but
someone?
like I mean, eventually, what's his face is coming back anyway.
I mean, a Cooper Cup, but I feel like if you are willing to throw the ball 15 times to this guy, I feel like you just not. I mean, his target's gonna go down, but I don't think it'll be like. I think it might be like 8 catches. I think they do have a super really good spread out system. Their running game's pretty good, but I think they're gonna. I don't know.
I would take Ford, but
Because he's saying PPR is Ford a good can Ford catch? Like, did y'all watch that game? I watched some of it.
I think he caught like 6. I think he didn't catch 6 actually. I would have been lying. I would set that.
He had maybe 1 or 2 drops. I think he ran the ball pretty well. Almost scored a touchdown. No, he had a pretty good game in the end. I think.
He had a long run. He had a long touchdown too.
Yeah, check that.
Yeah,
for
like
sure.
it was a good game.
He caught
106 yards.
Yeah, 4
rushing.
targets and caught 3.
And A&J, we'll be on for how long can y'all be on for anyways? Like it's not gonna be no crazy, nothing crazy, but it'd be like 15 to 20 minutes, 15, 20, 30 minutes, something like that.
At the most, maybe another 30.
Yeah, we can do 30 minutes, but yeah, make sure if y'all want more fancy content, make sure to subscribe to the channel. We will put out. We here to help because we trying to get it good. I'm 2-0, so I'm feeling a little good, but. We got the information here.
He also caught a receiving touchdown too. Ford.
Oh, he did.
As well. Yeah.
Okay, he said he's gonna trade. Hey, you'll be right back. We'll be here for you, bro. You make that trade, bro.
Do your thing, dog. See if it
you
works.
Make that trade. Do I trade Derrick Henry and Mike Evans for Tyreek Hill? I have Bijan and Javonte at running back, Judy Hollywood and Michael Thomas at wide receiver, 12-man full PPR with redraft league. Okay.
Derek Hart and Mike Evans for Tyreek Hill.
So yeah, Bijan and Javonte. Javonte is okay.
Okay. Juju. No, I don't think I would. Because Judy has been I don't know.
Judy, Hollywood, and Michael Thomas. I'm assuming that's who he has. So it's specifically Derek and Mike versus Tyreek for Tyreek. So Tyreek been balling.
You would fit Tyreek in with Bijan, Javonte, Judy, Hollywood, and Mike.
But Mike Evans been balling too. Like Mike Evans, like he been passing. I mean, as long as it really depends on like how. What's his name?
I mean, I would rather have Tyreek over Mike Evans for sure.
But Derrick Henry, but you want to Derrick Henry,
but you have to give up Derrick Henry. That's tough.
That's a big commodity because Javonte.
I think I would keep that.
Yeah, I think I'd keep what you have because Javonte. What's Javonte's stats? What was Javonte's stats last? It wasn't crazy. You gotta go to John's team, but it wasn't crazy.
He had like I remember. Wasn't he the guy who's like he had like he had the most efficient run game, not run game, but like yards per carry last year.
Yeah, Javonte, you talking about, right?
Yeah. And he has Scary Terry as well. So he has Scary Terry, Mike Evans, Derrick Henry, BJ, and then I guess his flex would be Javonte. But John, I don't know. I think and he has Michael Thomas too, who's getting a lot of like receptions and his full PPR. And his full PPR. Maybe that's the reason why he wants to trade for Tyreek Hill. Because
Tyreek Hill gets a lot. He gets a lot of targets.
Maybe that's what I want.
But Mike Evans is the only person. Like we got Chris Godwin, but I think Mike Evans.
What happened to Chris Godwin? I forgot about him.
How many catches did Mike Evans get? Who got Mike Evans?
I think I would just keep what they got. Keep what he got.
Yeah, I would. I think I would keep. But let me make sure. Let's see who gets more catches. Who has Mike? I know Jordan has Mike Evans. Mike Evans had a lot of points. Mike Evans was freaking killing it.
He had
8 targets.
8 targets, 6 receptions.
And how much did Tyreek Hill get?
171 yards. Oh my god!
I got you. I'm gonna hold it down for you.
Yeah, how many targets Tyreek got?
He got 9 targets last game.
Oh, so it's around.
For that, he had 15.
I think because right now Tyreek is the number 1, Mike Evans is the number 2 wide receiver ranked. I think to go from number 2 to number 1, you're paying too much.
Yeah.
Same.
He said he feels like he has so much wide receiver that I'm trying to trace a piece to get some good starters.
Yeah, wide receiver depth.
So if you have wide receiver depth, maybe look at running back, especially. Well, it might be tough. You might overpay for running back, but
I think I feel like
maybe you could trade Mike Thomas or Derrick Henry and Michael Thomas since he's been playing. Well, you can spice up the trade so he getting a lot of targets and some shit like that, and then trade it away. I think I will keep what you got though. But
yeah, I would keep. I think I think I would keep what he has. To be honest, I think because Mike, you said Mauricio, you said Mike Evans is number 2, right?
Ranked number 2 in wide receivers, at least
I think
in the NFL app.
And eventually, I
Maybe
think that will
can't
go.
see
I don't know if
where
he'll be
else.
number 2 going by the end of the season, but I think
I
he'll
guess
still
you
be
gotta
like
look-
top 10.
Well, I guess you got to look at matchups. Who the Buccaneers? Who the Buccaneers playing next week? Like, are they playing in like an elite pass defense next week?
I bet they're going. No, they're not going to the Saints.
They're going to the Eagles. Okay, that's interesting. That's a pretty decent pass defense. Dolphins. Who the Dolphins play next week? They face the Broncos. Also pretty decent, but Tyreek Hill is able to go past a lot of it. I think Mike Evans is the guy. I think you should keep what you have right now, and you can revisit this definitely. But I think you have a good amount of depth overall. But one question, big question actually for you, Steven, is like, did you already told us like what is your record? Because you have to look at desperate if you desperate as well. Because if you got other teams in the league that like whooping ass, then I can see why. So yeah, tell us what is your record, and then we can maybe even give you a better answer for that. Should I trade Chubb?
What's Dynasty? Oh, Dynasty is like
You get to
what
keep.
is that?
You get to keep players. I think like you draft 1 or 2.
I think and just to
Something
confirm what
I've
Dynasty
never-
League is,
He got a
Confirm
counter
that.
offer.
he got a counter offer. Oh, he's 1-1.
But yeah, I don't really know much about Dynasty League, so that's gonna be sort of hard for me to make that.
Because if it's like Chubb is like playing like Mauricio look into that because if it's Chubb like playing like you're trying to keep him for like next year or something or anything like that, that man Chubb knee is I don't know, that man is, I think he's done.
You got a counter offer. I mean, also he's 1-1, so
Yeah,
he's not.
1-1.
Yeah, I will keep what you got. If you 1-1, you're not really like. I don't think you're desperate for.
Who you face?
Yeah, so Dynasty League is just you keep everybody for next year, so you have the same team over and over again.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Yeah.
And then you could just trade, or I don't know how many draft picks they get every year, but yeah.
I think Nick Chubb is not a guy you want to trade for. Or, yeah, that man needs completely dislocated. Let's see, Adrian Pearson. He told me Rashad White, Josh Jacobs, Derek Carr, CD, and Geno Smith. How y'all feel about
White,
that?
Josh Jacobs, and Derek Carr.
Let's see.
For CD. No, because Rashad White was that was the guy that you wanted to be your second running back, right?
Oh, he's taking 2 because he's taking 2 of your. Oh, but who's your your starter? What's the starter? Mahomes, right? Maurice, tell me what his.
So he got
Patrick
Mahomes.
Patrick Mahomes.
Mm-hmm.
Derek Carr is his other. Derrick Henry, Josh Jacobs, Dalvin Cook, Rashad White, Calvin Ridley, Brandon Ayuk, Mari Cooper, Zay Flowers, and George Kittle.
You gotta give him a counter offer too, because
you can't give him Rashad White.
You gotta keep Rashad.
You gotta keep Rashad,
especially with the running backs and the market. But you gotta keep Rashad White. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Rashad.
And Geno Smith, a backup. That don't give you no value. If it was like if he's trading, say it was CD and like a
no, he has a super flex.
Super flex?
Yeah.
Okay, true.
So I think he starts. He would also start Geno Smith.
Oh, he starts 2 quarterbacks.
2 quarterbacks.
Oh, I didn't know.
It might be either 2 quarterbacks or I forget if I don't know if different leagues have different super flexes.
But can A&J, he can get DeAndre Swift, right? That's still available. That's still an option.
Oh yeah, that is still available. I didn't think about that.
So
yeah, okay then. Okay, maybe.
Yeah,
I might do that shit.
Yeah, okay.
I forgot.
I forgot about DeAndre Swift. If you get DeAndre Swift,
get both of them.
Then if you get DeAndre Swift, then I think you can do that. I think we can.
But
make sure you number one. But make sure you number one on that waiver. Make sure DeAndre Swift you get him, because if you don't, then you got whole crazy.
Yeah, then really make sure you're number one for real.
Let's see. I already got Hawkinson, so I trade Jake Ferguson, Christian Kirk to get Christian Watson.
So I traded
Ferguson.
Who's is that a kicker? Is that a kicker? Who's
Ferguson?
Yeah, who's that? I know that name.
He's a tight end.
Yeah, tight end. What does he play for? Who does he play for?
I know that name.
He's for the LA Cowboys.
Oh, he should. Yeah, he's younger than me. That stuff. Did he play well? Like, how's he look out there?
For this last game, he had 3 catches for 11 yards.
Yeah,
and a touchdown.
Yeah. So I trade Jay Ferguson, Christian Kirk to get Christian Watson. So
that one's tough. He already has Hawkinson, right?
Yeah, so he didn't need necessarily a tight end.
I think he wants to do this before Christian Watson. Like if he does boom, if he does boom or not.
I think Christian Kirk plays, I
He
believe,
played
for the
well. I think he played well last
He
game.
played for the
Yeah,
Jaguars.
he's still in Jacksonville.
But Calvin Ridley be taking some. I mean, he played really well actually. Yeah, 11 catches, 110 yards.
And between Swift and Ford, I'll probably go with Swift. Oh, that's story. I don't know. See if you can get both of them, but I will probably go with Swift.
I'll get Swift.
But if you can get both of them, shit, you be one happy man, bro.
But Swift he's the number one running option. He proved it against the Vikings, and the Eagles have a notoriously great offensive line. They're a heavy running team. Miles Sanders did wonderful last year with that. So get the
only issues you will have is literally just QB sneaks. Like that's probably the issues you'll be having is some QB sneaks.
On the goal line, they're gonna give it to Hurts.
Because he can take, but the Eagles rely on a run game to set up their pass game, so you definitely want to keep Swift available. Christian Kirk is good. You tell me what's the rest. Tell me your team, George. Tell me your team because I gotta see if it's like what's your receiver depth. Because Christian Watson is interesting, but like I said, Jordan Love can have an affair with freaking Reed or freaking some of these other people because you don't know this is a new quarterback and they have different like.
that's so sweet. Oh, fair.
Because I know for Derek Carr ain't throwing that ball to Chris Olave enough. That's hilarious. But A&J definitely A&J was 0-2, right? I believe, right? He had a 0-2 record.
I can't remember. Yeah, probably. Yeah, he was. Yeah.
Yeah. So I'd be a little aggressive, man. Yeah, you can go for it as long as as an 8-man. An 8-man, you can be a little aggressive. You go get yourself DeAndre Swift. Because the number one person in our fantasy league waiver is Ford, 1,000%. It's Ford right now. But it's not. But ain't no. Yeah, like it's Ford or a good fantasy a waiver wire option as well as Matt Breida, or Breda. I don't know how you say his name correctly, but because Saquon Barkley's out for probably 3 weeks.
Mm.
So, but we got to get like the scraps. Y'all got some good
half PPR.
Let's see.
12 half PPR. Tua, Diggs, Waddle,
Pollard, Hawkinson, Pacheco, London, Hubs, Kirk, Scott Jake Ferguson on bench. So he wants to, Christian Kirk. So we got really evaluate the receivers to make sure this is worth something. So Waddle and Diggs. Let's see, what's his receiver depth? What's his bench receivers? Is London, Dubs, besides Kirk, be London, Dubs, and Sky Moore. So if Waddle gets hurt, right?
Mm.
Now you got
Dub's not bad. I mean, Dub's not a bad option. That's who you having an affair with. Is him?
No, he had an affair with freaking. The first game was Dub. The second game was Reed. Dub had nothing.
Shit, he done switched up on him. Shit,
he's switching up. I don't know who he loves.
he all over the place now.
I don't know who he loves. If you believe Christian Watson is going to get the touches here, like because Kirk is a pretty valuable option. He's a pretty good depth wide receiver, right? Especially in this half PPR, he's pretty good. Your other receivers, London don't get the ball a lot. Dubs there's dependency that she's not consistent. And Sky Moore, how's Sky Moore doing?
He plays for the Chiefs, right? That's the guy who plays for the Chiefs.
He plays for Chiefs. Yeah. Is he playing? Is he doing good?
I don't know, but the Chiefs. It's just Travis Kelce. Most of the time, it's just Travis Kelce.
You seem touchdown dependent. You want to Kirk isn't touchdown dependent. Kirk gets volume. So you have to. Yeah, it's the risk of because you want Watson. That's the key, right? You're giving up Ferguson, but you want Watson on your team as depth. So the key is, do you believe Watson is going to be Jordan Love's target share a fair guy? Like, do you believe that's going to be
I think it'll be the main one. That's going to be tough, yeah.
But if you compare the receiving core for the Jaguars and the Packers have Reed, they have obviously going to have Watson and Dobbs. You look at the Jaguars, they have what's my man Kirk. They'll have Ridley, and then they have Zay Jones. So
yeah, it's definitely less touches to go around in Jacksonville.
And what's your record? Also, that's another important. See how desperate
Kirk only runs 3 wide receiver sets. Watson is at least a clear number one option with deep ball touching upside. Yeah, I assume he's going to give Watson the ball. There's some risk to it, but I assume that he's not going to be addicted to Reed. So he's 2-0. So you just trying to test something here. Hey, I'd do it. I'd do it.
You would?
I'd do it. Yeah.
I don't know if
I take the, especially because he put the context of that. I mean, hey, he is the number one receiver.
With the upside that Watson is going to show or could show, he has a boom factor for sure.
Because Kirk isn't. I mean, Kirk's the number one, but like Calvin Ridley could be number one. There's like you could make a case for that, right?
Yeah. Calvin Ridley is number one. He's definitely number one.
Yeah, so like Watson, if Watson is the number one, which he should be, right? Then he's gonna get all the touches. He's gonna get all the high target share. So, hey, George Cook, man, hey, Go for it, man. If he has a counter offer, tell me what's up. But yeah, he's trying to get rid of his backup tight end to get something better. So hey, go for it, man. Do your thing. Take the risk. So yeah, hey, these were some pretty good questions. Hey, we've been learning a lot. We have another question.
More.
We'll probably take like like 3 more questions, huh? We'll do like 3 more.
Are you gonna want to just go over the pick'ems that we did for last week?
I don't know. We might do that.
So you doing a podcast if you want to.
Okay.
Yeah, we can just do it. Yeah, we're doing a pod. Let's see.
You want to counter offering with London instead of Kirk, so he would want London instead of Kirk. Oh hell yeah! If he do that shit, then I'll easily do that.
Go for it.
Without a doubt.
Oh no, he said I could see him countering. So if you could see him countering,
then just send
maybe you should send that. Maybe you could send that because there's a sales tactic where you send the highest and then hopefully go for the lowest for a low counter. But just go for the low counter right now. Just go for the we'll go for a low counter. We'll do that. Just go for London. Just see if he does that. Let's see here. 10-team full PPR. Let's see. Fields, Henry, Dillon,
Debo,
Herbert,
Brian Robinson. Okay.
Debo, Brian Robinson, JR, and Komet.
Should I trade Darren Waller, Terry, and Gabe Davis for Debo, Brian Robinson? No, I wouldn't. I wouldn't do it. Brian Robinson is good, and Debo, like he's playing for my team, but I feel like I haven't felt like what I wanted to feel from him. You know what I mean? I haven't felt that shit.
He did get last week, but none is
he did. But it's something I just haven't. Let me see the rest of his team again one more time. He got Fields. It's a Fields pick.
Robinson.
I don't know, bro. What I think I would just keep what you got. I don't know. Brian Robinson is good, but I think I would just keep what you got.
Yeah, I think Brian Robinson did go off against the Broncos for sure. Yeah, but I don't know, like Komet. You know, I think Waller has.
I drafted Komet, and I feel like that was a reach. So
yeah, he got higher upside. So yeah, I would definitely keep Waller in. He lost. Yeah, you say you keep him. You keep him. Maurice, keep his team.
Yeah.
All right. Let's look. Yo, Wilson and
Aguilar. So I'm Garrett Wilson. I'm assuming you're saying.
Yeah, Garrett Wilson, sure.
You know, of course not.
Algier.
Of course not.
Jugs, what's your team, man? Tell me what your team is. That's very important. What's your team? Because I mean,
I'll still do that shit.
I mean, you would do it. I mean, yeah. I mean, if he's able to do it, then yeah. But Garrett Wilson is very dependent. I mean, my man from the Falcons, he's playing pretty well, but you know, Brian Robinson obviously gonna get a lot of touches with that. Yeah. I mean, I'll do it. I mean,
because you just basically you upgraded. But what's his team that's important as well?
I have both of them, Brenda. Please help me fix this 12 man. Hey, man, we'll try what we can do, man. We'll see what we can do here. We're the fixer up. Kirk, Hall, Khalil Herbert, Chase, Waddle, Godwin, Zay Jones. Bench is a Rich, Dobbs, Cup, JSN are the only ones worth mentioning. Okay, so he has a tough bench.
Chris, Chase, Waddle, Godwin, Kittle.
I think you have pretty good. Your receiving is pretty good. Yeah, you have pretty good receiving. Kirk, Chase, and Waddle.
A-Rich. Who's that? Who's A-Rich?
Anthony Richardson.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah. Dobbs. I'm sure. Where's his quarterback? Where's the starting quarterback?
Kirk Cousins.
Oh, Kirk Cousins. Kirk Cousins good. Yeah, Kirk Cousins is good.
I think he needs help I think running back. It seems like a lot because I feel like Chase eventually will come along and Waddle still gonna get touches here and there. Godwin, he could definitely need help at running back.
Don't we all, boy?
And that's gonna be sort of tough, bro. It's gonna be sort of tough. You might have to give up Cup, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you. It's gonna be sort of hard. It might be sort of hard to get a running back. You might have to give up Cup for that.
Yeah, you definitely. I would. You got some. You got Chase. You got Waddle. You got. I think you can afford that.
Trade Herbert and Cup, but nobody wants them too.
No one want Cup.
Damn, nobody want Cup. That's tough.
Damn.
I don't know.
They said I got Puka. I don't need Cup.
That's true. I mean, I think he's gonna have to. Do you think? Okay, maybe. What do you think he's? What is he best at? What is he best at? Look at his team. What do you think he's best at?
His best? Yeah, I would say it's wide receiver.
Got to be receiver.
Wait, who's his backup receiver? Zay Jones. But Zay Jones did get blanked. That 0 was tough. But Dobbs, JSN. You might have to trade one of those. You might have to trade. If you want a good running back, you might have to trade either Chase or Waddle.
Or yeah, you could do that too. Yeah, because I assume Cup will come back.
Yeah, Godwin too. Yeah.
and like B. So yeah, you could probably if you wanted, you could trade Chase.
Yeah,
and it was just fill in.
Yeah, definitely. Because Cup is,
but you have
Matthew
to get a
Stafford
number
love Matthew Stafford.
top running back. At least the ones that are left.
You have to get at least a top 10 running back, at least if you can.
Yeah, because your bench, I mean, Cup definitely, like they said, Cup is gonna, because Matthew Stafford, he throw it to these wide receivers, boy, and he give them targets, boy. So when Cup come in, he gonna get some targets. So Cup is definitely a great guy to have on your bench. So trade Chase or Waddle, and I think if you trade one of those, ask for a pretty good. Who's a good receiver that he can trade for though? I mean, running back. I mean, because a lot of these running backs are hurt. So who's a good running back he could trade for? You think left? Tony Pollard? Do you think you could trade Tony? No, I'm not saying Tony Pollard.
Who isn't hurt? Teams. It depends on the teams.
Robinson, Ramondre. No, I'm not trading for Ramondre.
Eric Henry.
Eric Henry's not a bad option.
Or I don't know if you feeling it. You could trade if you really feel like what's his name for the Saints. But he hasn't been the same for a while. What's his name? Kamara. Yeah, but he hasn't been the same. Like you don't have to go. I wouldn't give a Chase for that, but since he's been suspended, maybe you can give up like maybe a lesser, like a Godwin or something, and then maybe you can try and get Kamara if you really believe in him. I tried Herbert for Cup and
Stevenson.
He got to
Stevenson.
That's not bad for the yeah.
Wait, if you want to try Pollard again, maybe and ask for put Chase in there. Maybe you never know, and you gotta sell him. You gotta put a sell in, man. Hey, Chase has been struggling now, but. Hey, you look at the schedule. Chase gonna get more targets. Chase is going to go off. Like he's not gonna have this bad. Like he's only bound to go off. So the goal, I would keep Cup and trade one of those guys, Chase or Waddle, and I think you can get a decent running back if you.
Especially if nobody wants Cup, but if people start wanting Cup, then trade his
ass. Jugs, let me see. What was Jugs' original question? He said, "Oh, this is team."
Original question?
I don't think
Wilson. No, he is Wilson for Aguilar.
Oh yeah,
Wilson and Aguilar for Olave? Yeah, Olave.
Yeah. I mean, Eckler's tough, but Eckler got hurt and it makes me sad. Mondre Stevenson, Lamb, Wilson, DJ Moore, Sutton.
K9. Ooh, let me see.
We said yes, right? That's what we said?
Yeah, I think we originally said yes, but I have to see his depth. But now I'm looking at his depth because Eckler's injured. Yeah. Mondre is that the guy? Who's that? Is that the guy who plays for
Stevenson?
The Patriots? All right.
Yeah, Patriots.
Okay. And then he has the guy for the Seahawks. That's K9, I think. I'm pretty sure. And then he wants. Yeah, I mean, Lamb is not. Yeah, I don't mind that actually.
You don't mind
that? If he goes for it, yeah, because he'll have Lamb. You have Lamb, Olave for his 2. Then you have eventually Eckler will come back. Obviously, but Eckler will eventually come back. Stevenson and K9 for his 3 his running backs. K9 will be the flex. I don't mind that. I would do it.
You go for the trade?
I would.
Hey, yeah. And Reese, he one of the best fantasy people in our league, man. Hey, go for it, boy. Go for it. And he said he has 0-2 12-man team. All right, give him second type. I'll get you second type. I'll let you go type it. We'll do a couple more and then we'll go ahead and head out. But we definitely gotta see what he says. But it's a good trade to give Kenneth Walker, Olave, Goddard, and Fields for Kelsey, Bijan, and Zay Flowers.
Olave, Goddard, and Fields for Kelsey, Bijan. Again, yeah. Like I feel like all these we need to see the rest of his team to really know. Again, I really have to see the rest of your team to really actually fully understand that shit.
I mean, if you get Kelsey a stud boy.
Kelsey.
If you get yourself,
Kelsey just a wide receiver.
Yeah, Kelsey is a stud. If you can get Kelsey, Bijan's really good. And Zay Flowers does think for Baltimore. Olave, Walker's a great out. Yeah, I mean, hey,
and tell me who you have. What's his name? Odell got injured too.
That's true. Who do you have?
Yeah,
that's very important. Because why? Tell me why he should do this too. Like, who do you have? And looking at his team typed up because
it's Lamar, Gibbs, Sanders, Chase, Waddle, Kirk, Pitts.
Kyle Pitts.
Okay, sorry.
The only one I don't like here is Pitts.
Yeah, he don't get no touch. That man's supposed to be a generational tight end.
Then he already got Jeremy Ford. How the fuck he get that?
Jerome Ford, quick.
Jerome Ford.
Mooney he put that waiver request as
he knew he was gonna get injured. He did that shit before Monday Night Football.
That's hilarious. And George, tell your full team because I know who you have, but tell us like your full roster. To get a better thing.
Bench.
He said, should he keep this? So do you think he's 0-2, but he's like he likes his team? I think his team Gibbs is definitely going to get more. Montgomery got hurt, like you said, right? Or something happened to Montgomery.
David Montgomery, yeah.
So Gibbs is in a high octane offense. He's supposed to be really good, definitely good. Sanders, I know the people roast Bryce Young, but Sanders should get a good amount of touches. Chase, Waddle, great. Kirk, I assume is Christian Kirk, unless it's got to be Christian Kirk. Pitts, Zach Moss is great because Jonathan Taylor don't like playing there no more. Odell got hurt, so Odell got hurt, but you got Gabe Davis.
I would say tight end. I would say a tight end. See if you can prove that. But
try to get a tight end, and
I wouldn't rush. I wouldn't rush it yet.
You think he needs any? Well, no, he got good running back depth because of Ford for sure. Mooney sucked, but do you think he need any receiver depth, or you think because he has Mooney's kind of blanked out, and Odell is, but he has Kirk. I don't know. I guess he can. I think he'd be fine. Gabe Davis is a decent option. He asked, would you trade Zach Moss at Pitts for Hawk? He would do that.
For Hawkinson,
play Ford at the flex.
I don't mind that. Not on my not.
What's his? Give Sanders, Jamal Williams. Jamal Williams is hurt, I think, but Ford. He got Ford though. I keep forgetting.
But the thing is like you don't know if they're gonna re-sign somebody because they got Kareem Hunt. Yeah. They've been looking at Kareem Hunt.
I think Ford deserves a chance to.
I think too. I don't think they will get Kareem Hunt yet,
especially the way he ended up the game. I mean,
exactly for that exact reason.
What quarter did Chubb get hurt in?
Like
first or second?
Second, I think second quarter.
It was definitely in the first half. So
I'll go for it. Go for it, bro.
He had 107 yards in like 2.5 quarters, maybe. So
yeah, I'll go for it because.
So he got Tua. My fault. What are you saying?
Go ahead, Maurice. Tell me the team.
So he got Tua, he got Christian McCaffrey, Kenneth Walker, Zay Jones, Olave, Goddard, James Cook, and then on his bench he got those are his bench players. I didn't realize that. Deontay Cooper and the guy from the Seahawks. I can't remember his full name.
I think this will be the last one we do.
Jackson Smith and Jigba.
And if y'all want more, make sure y'all sub. We're gonna do this in a good amount. So if y'all want more of this, y'all make sure y'all sub, man. Make sure to sub to the channel, bro. Tua, Christian, okay. So what was his original question? What was the trade?
It says smart to trade Kenneth Walker, Olave, Goddard, and Fields, which Kelsey. Is okay. He has two. Okay, for Kelsey, Bijan, and Zay Flowers. So he's improving his running back. He's improving all of his offensive things. Zay Jones, what's his?
Bijan,
I'm still trying to like analyze it on my mind.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Walker.
I'm really thinking, boy. I'm really thinking about this.
Same. Zay
really
Jones. Good. Well, his wide receivers are Zay Jones and Olave. So that's his weakest position, I would say.
Okay.
That's his weakest.
He be gaining Zay Flowers.
Zay Flowers.
He's losing Olave.
Yeah.
So you put that, you have to replace that. But you get the Kelsey edition, which is
another wide receiver, basically.
Kelsey can sometimes be worth for 2.
Yeah, he can definitely be like make up for that in a way. But
do you want
that's the hardest question that we got so far too. This one's tough. I don't know.
It's hard when you start putting 3 players on each side of these trades, man.
I mean, because Bijan is a stud. Say Flowers. Hey, what is bench? Deontay Cooper. Amari Cooper gets decent target share.
Same, right? Yeah. I didn't think about Cooper.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, Travis Kelce is a humongous. Like his target share is guaranteed in the most high octane offense.
I think I would do that shit. I don't know.
I think you go for it. I think Kelsey.
I would do that shit. It's really the Cooper helps. It's Cooper that really helps me. That's the reason why it's Amari Cooper that helps.
And Zay Flowers to get more touches with the fact Odell's hurt. Hey George, go for it. Go for it, George. Same. See if he goes for it. Oh, I said, wait, it's Cup. He said, I think he has Cooper Cup. Did he say he had Cooper Cup on his bench? He said something like that. Did he say that?
Oh, not Cooper. Wait.
Oh yeah, he did say also have Cooper Cup on the bench.
Oh,
Oh,
this is the same guy from before,
oh,
huh?
yeah. Okay. Well, now,
I didn't realize
do
that.
it.
My fault,
Do it.
bro.
Do it. Do it. Do it.
I didn't
Do it.
realize that.
Go for it. Go for it. Do it. 100% do it. And just like what Hodge Twin says, hey, all this advice we give you, you can take it. If you don't take it,
Dumbass.
hey, look. If it don't work for you, this is just advice. You don't have to take the advice. If it worked for you,
Yeah.
Great. If it don't work for you, don't sue us. Don't shoot us. 'Cause we just trying to figure out everything as well. But
Yeah, bro.
definitely
we
here to
got our own teams as well. So
But we just
putting our 2 cents out there.
You know, sometimes I do wish we had more trades in our shit. Nobody would be training because we be scared, bro.
Nobody's
No, hey,
trying to
well,
trade.
now you know. Go for it, boy. Because I need a running back. And Mauricio, I know you asked, hey, who wants a running back, or you trade for a running back? Something. I definitely need a running back. So I'm gonna see what this waiver wire stuff does. If it messed me up, hey, I might be open for a trade.
And I think that's the reason why
see.
nobody trades is because of waiver wires. I guarantee that's the reason why people just look at the waiver wires.
I mean, hey, y'all, make sure. Hey, thank y'all for watching the stream. Everyone who showed up, we had a good amount of people here. Make sure y'all subscribe, man. We're definitely doing more fantasy stuff. We trying to figure out fantasy just like y'all. So, hey, thank you for coming on here. We're welcome to give advice out. You know what I'm saying? And hey, maybe y'all give us advice too. But hey, thank you guys so much for coming on, man. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe for more content. Shout out to all my people on Twitch. Make sure to follow for more content. And we'll catch you guys on the next stream where we are out of here. Peace.